as you go towards more authoritarian thing, that's sort of when it bridges the gap. Is it comes down to control over, you know, everything from media to. Ooh. Uh, is it how to human traffic or how to like counter it? How to kidnap someone? Awesome. Uh-oh. No. Yeah. Uh. Sure. Ooh. Guy, you good there? Oh. Uh. Oh, gotcha. Ooh. Well, I will fight you on that and say I think it's much larger than 1%, considering if it was 1%, that means 99% are covering for only 1%. Because. Sure, yeah. But I think, like, my main critique of police force comes down to the fact that they don't even have to be educated on their own job to a large extent. Right, but I mean, like, right, but there are still, in Texas too, you do not have to legally know, the Constitution or any of the, you don't have to know all the rights or anything, which I feel like, I get it, the judiciary things, but I think you should know what you can and can't pull someone over for, or, yeah, but then it becomes like, oh, I smelled marijuana, so I pulled you over because you're actually poor, you know? Thank God. Right, but it definitely, it may not happen under your watch, but I think it would be, considering the amount of footage, just raw footage we have available of different officers across, all 50 states. It comes down to, like, I think there's just an issue of police institutions are not meant to protect the people. They're meant to protect, corporate interests of property. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah, I can definitely see that being a problem, but I do also find, at least personally, I think our police force in general is too militarized for stuff like traffic stops. I don't see a reason. And here's the issue: is because I understand that the reason is because other people might have weapons, but isn't the whole point then that maybe it's the weapons we should be looking into? Like, mm-hmm, definitely. Oh, sure. To an extent, it's whether they are allowed lethal force or not. Because I personally don't believe that someone who is not trained on the law should be allowed to execute someone without a fair trial, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you just have to know generally, like, is this something I should be looking out for? Do I have reason to look into this more? Though the issue comes when you police certain groups of people more than other groups of people, whether that be based on race, class, any sort of grouping or something, because there are definitely cops who sit there in poor neighborhoods trying to get people on, speeding tickets to make a quota. Right. But who determines that? Because part of the crime is stuff like marijuana possession or. Mhm. Well, yeah, that's the thing, is because it did feel very, like, we know with hindsight that, like, the FBI was distributing crack, you know, and like that's a proven thing that they were doing, specifically in black neighborhoods, stuff like that. You know, but it's like all the people on Wall Street were doing that shit too. They just didn't care because they were rich people. Yeah, no, 100%. Because ultimately, what divides us in a capitalist structure is capital. It's your class. You know. Right. Well, it's partially that. It's then like the police aren't transparent. It's also they often have, well, it's also if the average person knows that there are cops who have gotten away with killing citizens on traffic stops, then the average citizen might be more hesitant to, be open with a cop. Or you hear all the time, you speak to a lawyer first, you don't tell the cop anything. which I still stand by just from a legal perspective. Yeah. Yeah. In which one? Mother, are you doing normal raid? You fucker. Wait, is LFR still personal loot? Shit, I should just run the LFR wing right now for tier so I can know if I can have 2-piece going into normal. For real? That's dumb. They should have kept. Well, I mean, okay. Granted, I did see what the Warbound stuff coming next expansion. That's gonna be personal loot. Yeah, which I really like those changes. Sure. Hmm. Well, why do you think that's happening? Yeah. Well, dude, I feel like genuinely a lot of the views, because on certain things we may not see eye to eye, but I think, because my socialist utopia of what I imagine, what we could have, obviously I understand that's never going to happen in my fucking lifetime, you know, um, but also it would fix issues like that. It's stuff like looking at underfunded neighborhoods, figuring out why they were underfunded, which often was because of, institutionalized racism written into the codes. You had stuff like redlining, which was intended to keep all, minority groups sort of in the same similar zip codes to sort of keep them all together, which essentially kept segregation in place. Well, a lot of I I I would argue against that just because welfare is intended. I think what we have now is a really shitty welfare system. It needs to be more robust and similar to like a Nordic system, where it's like your healthcare, and then they're like, okay, yeah, all of our natural resources are socialized in the sense that, if we make money off the natural resources, everyone sees those benefits in the form of like new trains and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't we already have that with our Congress? Because, yeah. So how would this be any different? Right, but often because the US interfered. Like we embargoed them or installed we literally started like CIA military coups in South American countries and yeah. So it's like it's hard to say did they fail because of socialism or because of trying to start a new system while having interference, you know? Yeah. Sure. Yeah, no, but I sure. Yeah. And I can also recognize that you and I are both working class. So, neither of us are Jeff Bezos. So we have a common enemy. uh yeah, that's the issue is if you can't justify it, like that's the issue is you're not thinking for yourself at that point. Uh uh right. Though I think a lot of that though too stems from the fact that I think the greater issue is the fact that it's over policing of poor neighborhoods uh to essentially, extract more from the poor, and then on top of that it's then only applying many laws to the poor. The rich don't have to worry about speeding tickets because they just write it off. Uh, what's it for then? So who put those guns there? Because usually, a lot of the times, it ended up being the cops. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Though then you gotta imagine too, because I think the entire existence of the Crips and Bloods is a failure of the U.S. systems. Because I don't know if have you listened to any Kendrick Lamar at all? Okay, so have you heard "To Pimp a Butterfly," the album? Um, or sorry, not well. "To Pimp a Butterfly" is my favorite, but actually I think it was what "Good Kid, Mad City," where he's talking about the sort of stuff that he felt forced to do as his only escape from what he found to be some of the worst living conditions of the world. Right, but he did grow up there, and he had right, but he is who those stereotypes were based off of, and not him specifically, but it's the fact that that exists as a result of a failure of the U.S. government and specifically to the police force in doing stuff like well, I mean, Kendrick said a lot of stuff. I mean, he's talked a lot about police, as I'm sure you know. Um, yeah. Well, yeah, but here's the thing. Like, I think everyone wants that thing where it's like in a time of disaster, someone will come there. But if the disaster was caused by, your own country at the same time, it's like, what's going on there? Well, yeah, but only we have been doing this. Like, there are countries out there that just have not been in a war in hundreds of years. Oh yeah. I mean, dude, trust me, I've been following I've been following the Israeli-Palestinian conflict since I started my political journey, I guess. Yeah. So, I think the major issue here is okay. I do believe in protecting that only because it is sovereign land. It should not be conquered, and if we say we're their allies and we will support them, but that's an actual act of self-defense by the country, where Russia is the aggressor, but then at the same time we're giving the Israeli government billions of dollars, and they've what they've done is mostly kill civilians. Yeah, but giving a warning to like doing a war crime doesn't make it not a war crime. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, you and I agree on that 100%. Well, agreed. Agreed. Yeah, Trump in that sense though isn't any different because he is just a guy who inherited all his money. Oh yeah, but that doesn't matter because there's corporate money. You know, there's money to be made for them. So yeah, so why would they vote based on what they think morally, or even what their constituents think, when they could just vote for what the money tells them to vote for? It's an easy decision then, you know? And there's a reason why there are so many people like, you know, say the Kennedys, who are career family politicians, or people who are, you know, career family businessmen, like the Trumps. And it's like, well, what they actually did was, you know, exploit a ton of people for their own gain. You say that, but the shit he says, he's also funded by corporate money. Just different corporate money. Yeah, it shouldn't be that way. He's saying that, but then he's also saying shit like Trump was perfectly right. I would pardon him immediately, even though, you know, he legally broke laws, you know? I've looked at it. I've heard recordings of it. I've also read the laws myself. Which part of which case? Because he has 5 ongoing, I think. Yeah, well, let's go with the Georgia fraud case. No. That's not what happened, though. Because they're right now, actually, he doesn't have the option to plead not guilty. He's pleading for damages. He's pleading to not go to prison for the rest of his life right now. Trump? Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying about Trump's current case, is he doesn't have the option to plead not guilty anymore. He wasn't given that option anymore because of how confident they are that he fucked over, that he fucked up, like, real bad. Because he was doing it in broad daylight, is the issue. He didn't even hide it. Yeah. Well, I could just send you his audio recording, and that's damning enough. Just the audio recording of what we have released publicly. When he was on the call saying he was asking for a very specific amount of votes, which was the exact amount of votes he needed. He even said on the call to the Attorney General of Georgia, that he knew he didn't have the votes, but that he wanted them to find the votes somehow. Yeah. You really should listen to that one. Like, because that one's really damning. Yeah. He was doing like the old, you know, I don't need exactly that many, but you know. Yeah, that'd be sick. Yeah, but did you look into those stories to verify? No, like from the people and check to make sure. Oh, agreed. But I think the things we do hear about, we should then treat even more, you know, of, dude, you're doing this in broad daylight. We need to. Teardrop didn't get it. Sorry. Um, no, but genuinely, because I do agree with you in the sense that framing is a huge part of how you will perceive stuff. But that's genuinely why I go to the first-hand source or whatever the closest source of the information is. So if I'm looking at stuff, and the main thing too is to check a lot of different sources. So that's why genuinely I try to expose myself to conservative media as well. Like specifically, I expose myself to like PragerU videos, like that level of garbage. Yeah, is funded by corporate money, was a Democrat, and then realized he wasn't going to make money as a Democrat, flipped to a Republican, and is just making money. That's his career. Oh, sure. I mean, sure, if what you're saying right there, that specific thing, I agree with him on, sure. But do you think any of his viewers actually, went to seek out those other forms of media, or did they just continue watching Tucker? Because, yeah, Tucker viewers don't often go to, like, I don't know, fucking YouTube deep dive videos. Oh, sure. Yeah. I I don't even look at news genuinely. The way I get my news now is, well, how do I get my? It's a jumbled of, like, no, because I have there's a couple different ways. It's kind of try and spread it throughout my day. So I have like some news stuff where I just follow a bunch of stuff on Reddit to link to news sources and then reading the sources and looking at where they sourced those from. And then oh yeah. But if I can watch a live stream of like war crimes happening against Palestinians right now, I'm gonna be like, hey, what's going on there? I know I know there's a terrorist group, but those people were civilians, right? Hmm. Yeah. Specifically from the perspective of a cop. Because I'm sure the people who weren't, yeah. So, can I ask what misinformation are you referring to in that? Yes. And he is responsible for that death. No, that procedure is not okay. It uh which was released by the police. Mhm. Right, but who was it, a press release from the doctor or okay. Gotcha. Sure. Mhm. So if someone says I can't breathe over and over again, so you can ignore them? Right. So then he is liable for that death. And well, you said he didn't kill that guy. And I get it. He had that in his system that caused that situation to worsen, but ultimately the thing if he had that, 3 times the lethal dose of fentanyl in his system and the cop wasn't on his neck, he would have been alive. That's the thing. I mean, I saw the video. Yeah. Right, yeah, but so you're saying you agree it's bad procedure, it shouldn't be allowed, and he should be held liable for that death. Cool. I I I think the issue is that cops often aren't held liable when they do mess up. Is the issue that the public has and why we don't trust law enforcement. Right, but you guys are the ones with the power. That's the issue in this situation is the police always have the power in the situation. That's the whole point. So they should be held to the same standard as everyone else, and often they're not. If I did that to someone, I would be given that sentence. I mean, well, actually, no, I wouldn't, because I'm a white man. But uh, it's absolutely still a thing. Absolutely. You, do you understand intergenerational wealth? That right, but I'm saying that is I no, I'm saying I was more saying that a the sentences given to white men or white women are very different from those given to black men or black women. Sure, maybe it started to change. I don't believe it. I'll just say I don't believe it yet because that's an issue. Right? Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I have an issue with Bond in general because it allows rich people you buy your way out of jail. It's stupid as shit. Sure, but that's also you're encountering more white people than black people in general, unless you're predominantly in different areas. Because I will say, like, my neighborhood has never been policed. Like, we don't have people. I think that's more because there are certainly cops like that, but I think that's a mischaracterization of what I'm saying in the fact that I think the police system itself is fundamentally racist in the way that it operates. Yeah, sure, and you are then the enforcers of that racism, right? Because you are enforcing the law, and when the law is built on racist things, that's for me where the issue is. Oh, we still are, because how did they enforce that one? Did they have to check? Did they have to verify? Sir, you're gonna have to prove to me that you're gay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure. I don't know about that one, Chief. I just think Bond is a stupid concept in general. I think we need to get rid of that and just go. It literally puts a financial. Uh, you you can just buy your way out of jail. That's the point. It doesn't matter how you get the money as long as you get the money. I think so. Yeah, we actually wiped an LFR on the last boss, so we're doing it again. Oh yeah, dude, I love it too. I didn't know this, so I'm happy to have someone to talk with. Well, I I disagree with that only because we would need a verification process to yeah. But yeah, but then also on some level too, I'm also kind of uh, call me call me an optimist for this, but I believe in rehabilitation. If we just because I've looked at the Finnish prison system, I don't know if you've looked at that at all. Yeah. No, but I mean of a very specific type of rehab where that's the only form where they teach you in prison trade or something, and then you yeah, but they're not imprisoned. Like oh yeah, no. I'm saying this is then for people like convicted of murder. They then just have people that sort of check in on them as opposed to and they sort of check themselves into a prison that's they can sort of leave and go from. Well, here's the thing: they had like murderers out there, and that was the interesting thing to me is they were treating them as if they were still human. They could still continue their goals. Their sentence is just that they're being checked in on, and oh yeah, sure, yeah. If you believe in like someone saving or sorry, being saved or sure. Sounds good, dude. Yeah. Thanks for talking. Appreciate it, man. Two-handed sword drop. I don't need that actually. But it would be a sick transmog. Actually. Brian. Alright, so no tier out of LFR. Yeah. Can you give me an invite? You don't know? I know. But just the simple, yeah, you're the Augie, you have power then. You have power, you're necessary. So use your power as someone who's necessary to get in someone who's not. Oh, look at that. 99 mythic lead. All right. Just tell him I'm in the queue thing. I left a note saying that I'm a gamer. Let him know I'm there. You need to convince the lead to invite me, Brian. You didn't know it. You don't already know the fight. Which one is it? Smolderon? Okay. 2.0? Yeah, it's pretty easy. I just did that one. It's essentially fire stuff. You get a circle, you spread with a circle. You drop fire close to other fire because it grows in size. So kind of drop the puddle outside. Yeah. Lots of circles. It's spread circles, soak circles, and get the fuck out circles. Yeah. Well, I guess because the next one is going to be the other wing. Yeah. And one of them is going to be the last two, right? Oh shit, I could join to help liquid splits. Yeah. There's a listing right now. You are required to pass on all loot and will receive gold after the race concludes. Yeah. Because he's a, I don't know, older. He's a primal, right? Primal Drake thing, so I don't know, man. Is it toxic if I link people my Sylvanas CE? It's old news now. I gotta link currencies. Why? None of the fights have been hard. Like I'm hoping this tier will be difficult, but I just had, yeah, I had no interest in, well, what? Yeah, no one's cleared Heroic. Yeah, but I just wasn't interested in Avarice too much. It's like Neltharion wasn't even that bad. Should I just join the Farok wait list? Yeah. Fuck it, why not? Fresh normal, full clear. Discord. Farok normal, why not? If I don't get any invites, I'm just gonna do Mythic Plus. And get declined from those too. Actually, I only need 2 more keys for my all 8. I didn't realize I ran 6 keys already. Yeah. Granted, they were kind of middling. Yeah, 15 high. Eh. Nice. What do we... Ooh. Oh, yeah. Do we need a 18 or a 17 for max chest? Vault. Oh, you need a 20. What's the 20 drop? What eye level? Oh, shit. Well, you don't even need that, though. You just need the myth track gear. That's why I said, like, 17, 18. I mean, sure, but I'm saying, like, the only thing to max out the level. Yeah. Okay. So in that case, I just need to do 17 to get myth gear. Sick. That'll be perfect then. There we go. I have my raid finder vault slot too for raids. It's a gamer slot. At Tindril. Keys do I need? Murzon's Rise and Wakecrest. Let's do a Wakecrest. Sure. Hey, all right. Warm-up key. We're getting the warm-up IO. Just until we get 2-piece. Oh, should probably repair. Don't need you. I mean, it's just kind of shitty. Looks good. Do I have my Waycrest? Wait, what? Oh, sick. It's the dragon riding? Oh, damn. Gotcha. Oh, okay. Yeah. Why do I have quests available in BFA? Pretty sure I cleared all of these back when it launched. Oh no. AP? There's AP rewards. I think I gotta do it. Really? I saw 4 in my LFR. They were supposed to make it more rare though, right? It's Waycrest time. I actually really like Waycrest Manor. It really is just kind of a boss rush dungeon. Plus it's what, like 4 or 5 different routes? There you go. Not missing any enchants, am I? I don't think so. Can't wait to see how Waycrest Manor is next week. Check out the witches. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we've never had Evoker though. Augie. Augie could be the one difference. Just having like more spec combinations against those fights might be genuinely like a game changer. I'm in here with 2 DHs. Oh, dude, I'm so useful this season. Wakecrest also has the undead and shit like that for my Wake of Ashes. Is this Ret's season to shine? Oh, thank God. Witches first. I don't want to waste my wings on these ads. They die too quick. Actually, some of the trash in Wakecrest is going to hit pretty hard in High Tyrannical. Kill my lady. Dude, Wakecrest has sick music. Yeah. Alright. Maladies when you defensive. Don't the bramble bolts hit the hardest from Sister Briar? Okay. So that's the interrupt one, right? Or do you want to interrupt something else? Oh, sick. What does this vile pod do? Alright, I think it's that's an herbalism thing, isn't it? Doesn't this dungeon have that? Where it's the buffs based on professions? Who's there? Oh, what's up? How are you, dude? It's pretty fun. By the way, I am live right now, so don't be as racist as you normally are. So, yeah, it's a boss there. Actually, he's doing it without me. I'm doing a Waycrest Manor key. Yeah. I even told him to wait for me, and he just wasn't patient. I mean, he could have run a key. Are you coming online? Awesome. I'll be around tonight, I think. If you want to run a key. It's looking that way. Ryan and I were talking about that earlier. Or what was the other one? Miss Weaver, yeah. Shit. Yep. Yeah, you sound great. Nice. On to Farok? Maybe he's a pushover. Are you what? We'll do heroic together, right? All of us? I know, he's always impatient. But if you want a pact for it, I'll be down. If not, I'll do it myself as well. That's fair. Well, I kind of choose my hours to work since I run my business. So I don't have to, like... Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, just in terms of I can choose when to work and when to game. My cats need me. They're here. Yeah. And I work from home. It's the best part. Yeah. It's like my dream. All right. Sounds good, dude. See you later. Come on, Granddad. Phone off. Google. 78% is a gamer tank, unless they change percentages. Or I'm just thinking of the wrong one. All right. Yeah. Unless he's a pushover and you just beat him. Well, yeah, I mean, there's no testing, right? So they don't really test for Rock, so yeah. But people have killed it, so can't be that hard. I forget, do we focus Lady or Lord Waycrest on the in Tyrannical? Is it cleave off of the Lady? Okay. How's Farok? Nice. Hey, at least that's a good way to wipe. Unless pull number 2 is really promising. Hey, +3 on an 11 Waycrest. So that was the equivalent of, what, a 22 last season? An 11? Yeah, it's kind of weird. Then again, Waycrest was always harder on Tyrannical Week anyway. Good old Rawls bib. Waistguard. Is Galakrond's Fall? Which one is that? With the Reticron? Okay, so I need to do the other one actually. I need Murozon's Rise. Murozon's Rise. Honestly, I think I could probably do 20 this week. Yeah. Oh, that's not bad. Alright, sounds good, dude. Yeah. See you tomorrow. Have a good night. See you. Alright, last key of the night for me. We'll just get something on the board. On everything. And we'll get all 15s tomorrow, at the very least. If not, 17s. Alright, Murzon's Rise. Last key of the night. It's alright, we tank recovered. I don't remember any of these fights. I don't think they're going to be an issue on a 13 though. Oh, I'm going to get out with this. Shit. Oh my god. What? Wait, what did I get hit by there? It's a shame too, because I made it so far the first time. If I had been patient, I'm sure it would have been faster. Blah blah. Oh, this fight isn't that bad. Ooh. Easy. Yo, what's up, Reek fam? Can you hear me, dude? Sorry, I didn't see the chat there. Yeah, I'm doing one of the newest dungeons in Mythic Plus. What's up, dude? Yeah, this is one of the newest dungeons here, where we're helping the Bronze Dragon Flight, which is all about like time stuff. So it's essentially throwing us a bunch of like weird alternate future past fights from Warcraft. Yeah, I was locked in. Oh, from Hearthstone? Well, you know Chromie then, right? From Chromie's a card in Hearthstone. I don't know if it's in standard right now, but Chromie's in here too. Or you might know Galacrond. Yeah. So Galacrond is well, it's complex storyline here with the infinite dragon flight. But oh yeah. Dude, this whole expansion is about the dragons. Yeah. Dude, Alexstrasza is the queen of the dragons still in Warcraft. Sindragosa is dead though. And has been for what, canonically like 40 years? Ooh, Ysera. Here, there's Ysera right there. See? But it's Ysera as a proto-drake. Alexstrasza. There's Dormu. Neltharion. Malygos. Shit. We have to wait for RP anyway. But that's the body of Galacrond right there, by the way. Oh yeah, Deathwing. So Deathwing is Neltharion. At least Deathwing is Neltharion after he was corrupted. He was corrupted by the... Oh, shit. Tank's dead. Great. Yeah, that's a wipe. Do I have more? Oh, here's my snail mount. It's a crystal snail. I took it to the snail raceway. Oh yeah, I'm riding a crystalline gastrodon. A literal shiny. Yeah, that's the body of Galakron right there. As a proto Drake. This temp should go a lot better, hopefully. I want to time this. I don't want any untimed keys on my record this season. At least not in a fucking 13. I play Paladin right now. I'm playing a DPS Paladin. Ooh. So I'm trying to deal as much damage as possible to the enemies that need to be damaged. At the specific times they need to be damaged. Using the power of Holy Light. So I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see a little bit of the combat animations. Tough. Do they not have any brezes? Brez in 3 seconds. Let's go. Ooh. There we go. We have hero now. No healer, though. I think we can still do it, though. We're fine. Yeah, 3%. We're good. Yeah, I have buffs and debuffs as well. I can show you my spell book and stuff like that. It's kind of hard to talk about the intricacies of... Oh, there's Chromie and... There we go. Oh, 2 pieces of loot. That means I don't get any loot. That's fine, though. 1343. Oh my god. That was the Demon Hunter's first run of that dungeon. Run to the Tides. Alright. Yeah, let me show you my spellbook here. Actually, let me go back to Valdrakken first. I'll sort of show you my my class stuff. But there is a lot of customization. In fact, let me just show you the talent tree. It can be a little overwhelming, but this is the talent tree here. So on the left side, these are all my paladin points. So just playing the class of paladin. Then there's my specialization, which is retribution. And these are the 3 different roles that paladins can play. It shows you the sort of sample abilities for Ret. It's Templar's Verdict. Basically a huge, giant, holy hammer. And then Wake of Ashes, which is this move here. Ready? Kind of sweeping with a holy sword outward. Then you have this one, which is kind of a bouncing shield, sort of. It's called the Avengers Shield, kind of like Captain America style, but it bounces between enemies, then comes back to you. You're sort of a tank that heals itself, but is also just like wearing heavy armor and it is naturally bulky. Then Holy's just sort of a healer and plate. Yeah, but I mean, it has some pretty cool. Yeah, check this out. This is Wake of Ashes. So basically, it deals damage to enemies in a cone in front of me. It reduces their movement speed by 50% and burns them for radiant damage over time. And then any enemies that are also classified as demon or undead are stunned for 5 seconds. Then it generates holy power. Yes, Uther and Tyrion are both. Actually, let me show you here. I know where to find them. It's in my toy box here. Yeah. Yeah, I'll show you them. Well, at least one of them. Also, here's my sick hawk mount. Cool. But we're not actually gonna stay in Dalaran for long. We're actually gonna use it to take a portal over here. Sylvanas. Oh yeah. No, that was probably her. Alright, this is my paladin class hall here. This is sort of where a lot of famous paladins can be. Lady Liadrin, for example. She's a hero portrait, I believe, in what's it called? But people were probably looking for. We got Valgar. Well, you recognize Liadrin? I gotcha. Dude, Paladin and Priest are both fun to play. I'm with you though. Oh yeah, it's upstairs. This is the Silver Hand here, so you may know the Silver Hand recruits. Silver Hand Knights. So the Silver Hand is an order of the Paladins. But, as you'll see here, it's inside of the Eastern Plaguelands, inside of a sort of chapel here. Kind of sick. Alright. Where's this motherfucker's grave? Yeah, because spoiler alert, one of them's dead. It has been. It has a very famous grave. Right? Let me check this actually. There we go. Western Plaguelands. Right. We'll fly over there. This is a very old zone here. The graphics are gonna look fantastic for 2004. Dude, if you want to see the real good flying, this is actually, to me, this is the shit flying. Yeah, there'll be mobs, see, sort of scattered throughout. This is a low-level zone compared to me, but... yeah, there's mobs all over here. There's battle pets, too. I'll show you the fun flying after I show you this tomb. What's this caravan? Oh, yeah, did you actually hear that? I do. Here's the caravan. I don't know why there's a UI for that specifically, but... oh, yeah. No, it comes to be pretty relaxing, dude, after a while. I can't wait till they enable the fun flying for the old world here. I'll have to show you. But, yeah. Uther the Lightbringer. There's some lore stuff there. I didn't bring any flowers, but you definitely could. I don't think you have like a physical option to, but you could definitely RP it. There's no option to. People do leave them flowers though. Though I did also meet Uther in the afterworld, I will say. There, we went to the Shadowlands, which is the place you go when you die. as immortal in this world, or universe rather. See, because this is just Azeroth here with all the zones, but then there's other worlds, and is the Shadowlands here. And Zareth Mortis too, which is a Titan creation of making the prototypes for all life on the planet. Some interesting lore in it. Dude, the game's massive, but Dragon Isles is where the new stuff is. Oh yeah. Yeah, I have this one. But that is sort of the cool part about having a 30-year franchise, is that the lore stuff kind of just keeps building. You know, and then you are able to just go back and look at everything in one place. So it's kind of cool like that. Lions Watch. Oh, I want to go up. Yeah, dude. There's that. Then this zone is from like 2014, I want to say. Maybe. Yeah. Like 2014. It's like, yeah, it looks better. My computer isn't the best either, so it won't be portraying the best graphics by any means, but yeah, you can just go back to areas that are, 20 some odd years old. And like this area here, as you may be able to tell, this room was a very recent addition to the game. This came out like a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years. It was just a portal room so that you can kind of get around the world. But it's so detailed for like a kind of basic room, you know? But it kind of serves as the hub to every single expansion across the entire world. So that goes to the afterlife. And then this one goes to the Dragon Isles, where dragons live. And then I can also go to the Emerald Dream now, too. Which is a whole other can of worms. But it's kind of connected to the Shadowlands. Oh, here's the fun flying. Ready? First off, here's my dragon. I customized him myself. There's a shit ton of dragon customization in this expansion. But here's the fun flying. Ready? Oh yeah. Or actually, let me do a race. Let's see how well I can do on a first try. Because there are dragon riding races here. All right. Let's try. Playing SOD. Is that Sugandi's? Or are you talking Sanctum of Domination? In which case, I already beat Sanctum of Domination. Oh, Season of Discovery. I don't normally play Classic, but I am interested to try it out. I think because of the level cap changes where you're going to be on endgame pace, sort of at different level intervals. You know, because what, the first endgame content's level 25 for a couple months. I think that'll help with a lot of my gripes that I have with Classic being too slow, since you have to go 60 levels to get to actual fun content. Because I kind of play for, the more interesting stuff. The fact that they're adding, new fights to that with new gear and class altering abilities, I think is really cool. So I think I'll definitely give it a shot when it drops. And I guess I'll just have to see if it's good enough for me to stick with it. Oh yeah. All right, let's see how good I can do on this. I don't think I've done the challenge course before. Oh shit. Ooh. Oh shit, I'm out of vigor. This is not good. I want to go so slow. It's alright. Oh no. This is disastrous. I'm restarting this attempt. Oh yeah, I'm excited to try that too. I think it'll be fun to try that. Yeah. That's the problem when you start to slow down. So you kind of have to keep on with the momentum as much as you can. Maybe I do this and conserve some vigor here. So I'm going to need it. Fuck. That is not good. Alright, I am coming around this bend, which I didn't do last time. Oh, there we go. I'm not doing this very fast, though. Yeah, bronze. Gold time's 50 seconds. See if I can grab the gold on challenge mode. Let me go closer on the camera. I'm gonna go straight nosedive. Just need one. Are there not any... I guess I really do need to conserve my stamina. Or my vigor. Let me try that one more time. I think the rollout at the start is definitely the strat, though. Because I want to roll out as much as possible. It's the amount of distance and speed you get. So maybe I do this. I just sort of let that roll. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, so then I can kind of just do this. It's all the way down here. Hey, gold time. That was a speedy one. Reverse challenge course, though. Oh shit, that means I have to climb. But dude, there's like 5 of these per zone minimum. I think closer to like 6 or 7 actually. Okay, so that is all downward here for a little bit. So I'll probably do. Ooh, if I can get a rollout too here. Oh no, I don't think I can. Pull up. Bronze. Oh, I would have gotten silver if it didn't fuck it there. I'm gonna do one last attempt on this reverse challenge mode. Then I might just call it a night. I'm getting tired. Thank you. I'm gonna hopefully get this. Let's see. Just need to go a little bit faster this time. We'll just cut a few corners. Just none of the essential ones. There we go. That's some speed. Let me hit this and immediately I go here. Hey, gold time. Oh, nice. I get supplies for that. Sick. Yeah. Let me see how many of these there are per. Go to dragon raise, reverse raise. Yeah. Here we go. So this zone has 12. Do you trust me? I'm not a natural. I had to practice for this. It's. I haven't even done all of them. And they just keep releasing more too, which is great. Ooh. That gives customization. That's actually kind of sick. I'll do that another day. But I'm gonna head off for now though. But thank you for joining me. For anyone who stopped in too, just to hang out for a little bit, appreciate you. Gonna be doing more pack rip stuff too. Probably on Saturday this week. I'm gonna try and do Saturday and Tuesday each week as much as I can. Yeah, stop by, hang out if you can. If not, no worries. All right, have a good night, guys. Bye.